See, you got to understand, it's a culture. It's the way we live. It's what we eat, think, and breathe.
Hooligan gang, bang, bang. Man, we back here with the lovely Tax Lady Drea. You know what I mean? Let's give her a... So with that, really one of our first guests in this studio. So you breaking new ground, but we definitely want to just chop it up with you and, see how you doing. What's good with it?
Nothing much. Just, trying to make it make sense.
Copy that. Copy that. So go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get into, some of the background or some of the things that you might want to know about, the tax lady.
Out of everything that you could have got into, what made you start going the tax route?
Just the fact that I know I can just help people out, turn nothing into something. I do a lot, and I help a lot of people out. When I do their taxes, some people, they don't got cars, furniture, apartments, and they kind of, it balances it out and it helps a lot of people out. So, yeah, I like what I do.
Copy that. I used to work for the IRS. It was brief, but it was probably about, 6-7 months. I didn't enjoy it. It was kind of trash. But it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. Like, the money was all right, but, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a pit stop in my career. But, you know what I'm saying? From that, how do you now, like you said, how are you fulfilling, that role as a tax lady, but actually getting joy out of it or any type of enjoyment?
I mean, just the fact I can just see people, be happy that, they got them something. Because a lot of people, they don't think they're going to get no money back. Mm-hmm. And then when they get money, they be like, oh, like, damn, like, I didn't know I was getting this much back. And a lot of people be really satisfied. And that's why a lot of my clients, they come back, like, seriously.
Okay. How long you been doing taxes?
8 years.
Okay. Damn near a decade in the game. Damn near a decade in the game. That's real.
Yeah, I started off with 65 clients, and I'm at 800.
Damn. Yeah.
Traffic.
Shit, 65 clients is really, starting off, that's jumping head first in the game.
Yeah,
like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if I got 65 of anything starting right now, that's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Whether T-shirts, niggas on music, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, and I say this humbly, but I'm from, you feel me, the hood, the ghetto, you know what I mean? But shout out to her chain. I've never seen nothing shine like that in my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Can we cut the lights off real quick? Yo, shout out to black people, man. We always find a way to do something. You hear me? I love it.
We make everything look good.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. So I got a tax question for you. You may know, you may not know. I don't know. But so how does the I'm trying to think of something here that affects taxes. I want to say it has to do with insurance. The new insurance that they bring it out for, I think it's like through the government. You know what I'm talking about at all?
I haven't heard of that one. I mean, but
It's not
you got to think
Obamacare.
about it. I mean, all insurance is through the government because it's on your taxes. So,
Right.
all of it's on there.
So I guess, I don't want to say marketplace. It was called the marketplace. Now it's called something else. But it's like there was, I seen so many videos of if you do this for your you can get this much a month for your insurance. But then I did it. I never got the money. So I'm trying to see like.
Because it's a fluke.
Right.
They just want to make sure you get it. You don't get no money back. I've had a lot of clients that had the marketplace, the 1095A insurance, 1095B and C, and it ain't no credit or nothing extra you get. You just put it on there. But if you don't put it on there, you get fined.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure that I don't lose no money by taking this insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Because
you
I really
just
don't
need to
need
quit
it.
watching ads.
It was so many, I had to try it, bro. It was so many, I had to try it.
That's how
like.
they get you every time. Them ads, they always gonna get you,
Yeah, that's small print, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
and they'll never tell you about the the bigger picture.
But also, when you started getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the taxes, what was the change when you knew that you had something here? You know what I'm saying?
I would say possibly when my clientele just kept going up. And I, it didn't go down. It just went up or it stayed steady. But it's like it grew, and I'm trying to make it grow even more.
Now, with 800 clients, is this something that you branch out and you have workers or people who work with you at least to handle this amount of clients, or you just dug it all by yourself?
I did all of them by myself.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of work.
That's a fact.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, let's give it up.
Yeah, I tried to, sometimes you can try to have somebody help you, but, this is a game where it's fast paced. Like, people might think you just sitting down all day and you ain't doing nothing, but it's fast paced. And if you can't catch on, if you can't try to, get everybody in and out at a fast pace, then this ain't for you.
Copy that. Copy that. So with the tax business right now, do you have like a brick and mortar spot, like a building that you're running it out of, or a location, or how do people get in touch with you on that?
I got business cards, word of mouth. I had a bus that I was getting done, and the guy, this is one of those you can't do business with black people situations, and yeah, and he never finished my bus. So it's like now I got to go to somebody else, let them finish it. But my whole point of my bus was to go to different sides of town, one day out the week. I'm out south this day, north, east, west, and for people who can't make it to you, you'll be able to make it to them like I'm right down the street from your house,
Okay.
So now I'm gonna try to get my bus up and running the right way, and then I'm gonna try to get me another building so I can have a daycare facility in there. I'm trying to do a shuttle service for people that can't make it. I'm trying to do a whole lot, like.
Copy that.
I'm trying to set the bar.
That's real. That's real. Where you located at now?
5435 Emerson Way, Suite 220, off of 56th and Emerson.
Okay. Fire.
So, so you go from taxes. How close are you to the nursery thing as far as the daycare? How close are you?
It's not gonna be like a year-round daycare. It's just gonna be a daycare just for the tax season.
Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna get somebody in there that can keep an eye on the kids, for the time that their moms is in there getting her taxes done, and I'll probably just add $10 to their fees and leave it like that. Because a lot of people, they gotta bring their kids out. A lot of people don't got nobody to watch their kids while they go handle business, and I just want to make it easier for everybody. Because when you got a bunch of kids running around the room and you trying to do something, and you got the mama yelling at them and she can't handle her information, it gets overwhelming.
No, that's real. That's real. Now, with the taxes, like, what's some of the craziest stories that you would have as far as, dealing with these clients? Because I know you got a vast, clientele base, and it's going to be a different type of people and cultures.
Oh, man.
At least one or two stories.
Oh, man, listen, I don't even, it just feels weird, like, even saying it, because, like, I've had clients that have came in the office and they in there arguing over fouling kids. That'd be the biggest, funniest thing of the season, because you'd be surprised how many people are greedy when it comes to tax season.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I done seen that. Yeah.
That's
Like,
money, man.
Clean cut arguments. Like, it goes, like, people go to blows over some money.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, I've seen it all. Like, I done seen it all. I done had baby mamas pull up on their baby daddies just because she got a no contact order against them, just to try to get him to leave from getting his taxes filed. And she done called the police on him when she got up there. Like, I done seen,
Treacherous.
Yeah, so I done seen some stuff.
Facts. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, for real.
Now, earlier, we kind of chatted about it, but we didn't go into depth. But, some of your clientele base be some popular people in the city. Whether they're in entertainment or otherwise. But, I want to hear about kind of how you, even got into those type of lanes, whether it be, dancers or entertainers or people who are just movers and shakers throughout the city. Like, how did you start working with them, and how's that been for you?
It's just people's word of mouth and the experience they have with me. And a lot of people I already knew them before I got in the tax game, So, a lot of people, it's all about you building trust and some type of friendship or, It doesn't really matter what it is. Like, if people can feel if you're an untrustworthy person, you know, because there's a lot of people out here that really be on that fraud shit. Can I cuss?
No, you can cuss. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Make sure.
Yeah, we Gucci. Yeah, we Gucci. Yeah, we Gucci.
We passed that mark.
Yeah, but I just, you know, I be on another type of time. You know, I do strippers. I've had people that do OnlyFans. I got a couple OnlyFans clients. And they get back, I'm ready to start that after I get done with tax season.
And that's what I was going to ask, too, as far as just a quick caveat. Are you able to do the taxes, like, year-round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people think that the IRS, the last day to file is April 18th. Really, the last day to file is October 18th.
Yeah.
So I really do them all the way up till the end. Everything else after that is just kind of mail-ins. It's
Okay,
cool,
I
though.
see what you're saying. What else, fellas? What else? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So when these people, like, say if like they're super appreciative of what you're doing or your services, do they like, all right, well, I'm gonna mess with you every year? Like, when it comes to these entertainers, these dancers and everything, you feel as though they wholeheartedly trust you? And I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna go to Drea this year. I'm gonna go to Drea every year after this because I know she's gonna get me right.
Yeah, anybody, if you build that trust with somebody, especially when you're giving them all your information, like, you're not just giving them a few things, you're giving them your whole life. Like, you know, and once you don't fuck up that trust, then, you know, you got a for life client, you know. I mean, it's just as long as they don't try to go deal with somebody else and try to backslide to me after they done fucked your shit up, then yeah, other than that, yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so basically, in this the whole entirety of you doing this tax stuff, it's been very lucrative for you. To the point where you were like, all right, I ain't never working no job. This is my job, full time. This is what I do.
I feel like that anyway. I don't want to work for nobody. I feel like that anyway. Like, I done did everything. I done boosted, I done stripped, I done did everything. Just anything to keep from having to work for somebody. Like, I just refuse to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's dope that you've been able to find a way, like you said, to like the entrepreneurial spirit, to, you know what I'm saying, you your own boss, and you've been that for a while. You know what I'm saying? Now, into this role, obviously you're the Tax Lady Drea, but, you know, you're not old, and you don't look bad. So, like, as far as, like, the male customers, have you had experiences in which, like, you know, fellas are trying to get some more than taxes, or, you know what I mean?
Yes, and sometimes, you know, I might fall for the banana tip. I'm like, yeah, come on, yeah, give me your number. But then the ones I'm not attracted to, I instantly be like, I don't mix business with pleasure. I've had people offer to take me out to eat, on trips, everything, but I'm just like, I can't be one of them, like, just because a nigga got something, I gotta just fall for it. You feel me? That's gross.
And then, have you ever looked, somebody came at you, left-handed, and like, man, I got more than you. I can take you on a trip. Do you get any of them?
Yes, and I mean, a lot of stuff don't, like, impress me. So it's like, you telling me what you got, that don't impress me. Like, you know, I'm big on loyalty. That's my biggest thing. So it's like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't loyal, that don't mean shit.
That part. That's
So,
the most important
you know,
part.
it is what it is. I'm cool.
That's what keeps the clients
You know,
coming.
everybody different.
Facts. So shit, y'all got anything else, man? Y'all acting like y'all got no goddamn questions, man.
I mean, I'm one of them type of people, like, just like sit back and listen. You feel me? Like, I'm getting put on game right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I ain't really got too much to say. I'm like impressed. You feel me? Like
And that's a
we
question
done
that you can ask, because we need to talk about that business shit.
Okay, if I had a question to ask, my main question would be, when you started, you know what I mean, doing this, what point in life was you at? Like, what inspired you? Who put you on game, or was it from just being smart and knowing other people that did it?
Nah, it was my cousin. She put me on. She put me on game, and then, you know, I kind of branched off from her and went on about my business and did my own thing. You feel me? But, like, I mean, still to this day, now that I've even grew up in my business, she still call. I still do her taxes, her kids, you know, whoever she send to me, you know. But, you know, sometimes you just outgrow people.
I got a question for you. some to somebody that's trying to, I ain't saying duplicate, but also like be like how you doing it with the taxes. What's some knowledge and info you can give to them so they can learn how to do it?
Just be humble. Treat people like you want to be treated. And just basically, just stay humble. Like, that's the biggest key, because a lot of people, they start getting a big head. They like bragging, stuff like that. Like, be humble, and if you don't do nothing to nobody that you don't want nobody to do to you. Because that's like the biggest thing. People be out here, y'all out here playing with people's stuff, information. Y'all out here doing all this extra stuff, but then y'all fail to realize, like, at the end of the day, when you want to get your life together 10 years down the road, you get mad because they do you somebody do you like you did somebody.
Right. That karma come back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she's a bitch.
So have you had any bad clients like, oh, well, she did me like this, don't go to her? Like,
I've had multiple. I've had a lot of clients that instead of them, I'm one of them people that on my business card, that's my direct number. Like, I'm never not available for my clients unless I'm fucking. Other than that, I'm available. So it's like they will sit there and literally call my phone, and 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna answer. I've had clients that then brung me in the wrong paperwork, but neither one of us is paying attention, and I done put it on their tax return. They done got audited, and I done fixed it, but they'll still go be like, oh, she messed my stuff up, or, I got clients that just don't fucking listen. Like, it's a lot of females out here that you'll tell something to, and they'll be too busy listening to what the next person said versus you listening to the person who you gave all your information to. And I tell these bitches, put trust in me like y'all put trust in these niggas.
Gotta fuck them first. For real.
Hell no, hit her with the buzzer beater.
For real.
So,
but
so basically, if they had recognized that they messed up, they went to the wrong place, have you forgave them? Like, all right, come back over here, let's do this.
Yeah, I tell them they come back to death row. But I ain't, if you went to somebody this year and they fucked you up, baby, you gonna have to wait till next year, because I ain't touching nobody's paperwork. I'm not going over. That's like you got a mechanic, and you go to this mechanic and he done fucked your oil change up, but you go to this mechanic and he tell you like, nah, I'm not touching nobody else's work. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, you don't work behind nobody.
No, I don't. I don't.
Makes sense.
I try to stay away from the sloppy seconds. I'm just not bored.
Okay, now pertaining to Hooli TV and Blunt Honesty Podcast, you know what I'm saying, we need some business tips, you know what I'm saying. One thing that we right now, we're looking for a location probably to smoke and maybe drink and, hold different interviews and guests in a more of a kickback setting. What's a suggestion that you would have for something like that?
Man, listen, this the thing. First of all, Indiana law is you're not supposed to smoke in buildings anyway, unless you pay for like $10,000 for a permit or something. So what y'all need to do is go get y'all a cooler studio or an apartment, and trap that bitch out. Honeycomb hideout type shit. You feel me? Just don't let everybody know where you live at, where it's at.
Right.
Yeah, because, and I think that'd be cool because it's your spot and y'all ain't got to worry about nobody, fucking with y'all.
Yeah, that's real.
If y'all in a building and y'all smoking and doing all this extra stuff, it's always, y'all get them times where y'all just leave a lot of shit laying around, blunt guts. People pay attention to shit like that.
No, that's facts.
So just do that. Just go get y'all a cooler studio.
Okay. That's sound business. And then, another thing, we want to go ahead and like legitimize the brand and maybe get trademarks and copyrights. You know what I'm saying, for taxes or tax purposes, what's some options or things that we can do, as we start trying to move towards making this a whole business? Just
get y'all LLC, get y'all EIN.
Okay.
Get y'all logo. And y'all, once you get the LLC, you already that's yours.
Okay.
You ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to steal it later on down the line or nothing like that. And just basically like just take it from there. It's all gonna grow on its own anyway. And the thing about it is, y'all gotta start now. So sooner or later, y'all be able to start getting these business business loans and all this other stuff. It's just, you know, it's just all about how long you had your business. Everything you got to do, it has to be in your business's name.
Right.
You know, that's how you earn, you know, you build your business up and get business credit. You know, that's the biggest thing, because sooner or later, you know, y'all can say, oh, we started off in the studio. And then now, you know, we got this cool little 4-5 story building right here. You know, it's all about where you start at. I mean, it's also ain't what you know, it's who you know.
No, that's a fact too. So, you know, before we get you to give us a drop, before you get out of here to promote your business, you know what I'm saying, just let us know what's your next step, or what's something, as, you know, spring is approaching, what's something new in the season for Tax Lady Drea?
This is basically about to build for next year.
Okay.
That's just the biggest thing, getting it together for next year, because it's a lot.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot. Like, it's not easy, especially when you're doing everything by yourself. It's not easy, but you know, God gonna see you through whatever.
What is keeping you from getting a team or building a team? Because you know every successful business has a team. What's keeping you from getting a team or building a team?
I just be more worried because Indianapolis is so small, and then so say for instance you come in and get your taxes filed, but you beefing with this dude right here, so you not gonna want to get your taxes filed if he worked for me, because you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want this nigga getting my information, you know. So that be my biggest thing, like trying not to make everybody collide, because Indianapolis, I just had 2 chicks the other day, 2 boosters, y'all. I swear, one walked in the door, she was looking at the other one all crazy and shit. She makes a post on Facebook gonna say, whoever gonna get their tax filed by Drea, I hope they know how to fight. So it's it gets deep.
Wasn't a Yelp review. Was she gave a nigga review.
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
They got the yo, we gonna clear that shit up right now. They ain't got nothing to do with Drea shit.
at all.
I mean, stop hating.
And
You
what
know
I wrote
I'm
up under there was take it outside.
Stop fucking hating.
You know, so it's like that'd be my biggest thing. So it's like I'd rather do them all by myself versus bringing somebody in and then don't nobody trust you.
Right.
So don't nobody trust you. So then here goes the word of mouth thing. You about to walk out the door and you about to tell somebody, oh, so and so worked there, so I'm cool. That's me losing 10 clients.
Right. I feel that.
So I can't take no losses. I'm not taking. I done took enough.
Yeah.
You know, I took one too many losses, so that ain't what we gonna do. So I just pass.
Yeah.
I just do it by myself.
Now about that, I mean, eventually, you know, you gonna have to have some help. But I feel like, I mean, like, as far as maybe help, when you get comfortable, you feel me? When you get like,
I mean, you got 800 clients. I mean, shit, you could do 800 by yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really. But people, when you doing it like that, you retire early sometimes. Not saying retire, but as far as
You get burnt out.
Yeah. I can see
so the help will come whenever, you know, the Lord tell you it's time to.
I mean, but I got sisters. You know, my sisters. They not. Don't nobody really know them. They just know them as my sisters. So I got sisters, you know, that's computer savvy that I can bring in and help and stuff like that. But they got lives too. I'm the only one of my mama kids that ain't got no job. You know, up under some, you know, that gets a W-2. So it's like if they do help, they only gonna be able to help me a couple hours out the day.
Yeah, you gotta go to work, shit.
Yeah.
But okay, we about to go ahead and wrap this one up. But we want you to plug your business, the name, where it's at, and then anything you promoting.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Taxes by Lady Drea, 5435 Emerson Way, Suite 220, Indianapolis, Indiana 46226. Next year, I'll probably be in a different location, but if I'm not, y'all already know how to get at me. My Facebook, Tax Lady Drea or Drea Hudgens. Instagram, Taxes by Lady Drea. Thanks, fellas.
For sure. You know, thank you for coming through, and you know what I'm saying? We love having you, and shit, hopefully we can get some taxes done in the future.
And you know the best thing about what she just said? You can actually rewind, so if you didn't catch it, you can rewind that motherfucker back and get all that information and get your taxes filed, man. Drea's putting on for the city, man. And if you're not fucking with it, we not fucking with you, and it's just simple.
Man, go ahead and give him the hooligan game, man, so we can get up out of here, bro.
Bang, bang?
Nah, the first part, Malik.
He's petty as fuck.
I know me. He was telling me to say.
He didn't put you on the spot like that quick, then.
Go ahead, hit it, bro.
Hooligan gang.
Bang, bang,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
motherfucker, man.
And